Hello and welcome to Chanel and Muck Boots. Today we are continuing our global tour, speaking with women from throughout the world as we together go through this global pandemic, COVID-19 or the coronavirus. Today is April 10th, 2020. I am your host, Suzanne Capral, and tonight we are in Chile and we have a guest. We have Natalia Valentina Hernandez Brito, and I'm kind of using my cheat sheet here because I don't want to mess up her name. Absolutely beautiful name. How are you?
I am very fine. I mean, I need air because I'm in my house, but I'm fine.
You're fine. You're doing fine.
Yes.
So what are these statistics in Chile, in your hometown?
Now,
like there as far
we
as
have about 5,000 people that are with the coronavirus. And each day we have like 300 more people with the virus.
More. So you are now, you're in your home. Are you allowed to leave your home?
I mean, the recommendations is that we have to stay at home, but in Viña, if we want to go out, we can do it. Okay. But the recommendation is not to go out. But in Santiago, they can't. There are some places in Santiago where they have to, they need permission to go out. Okay. They have to get from the police. But in Viña, not yet. But the recommendation is to stay at home. And that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I just go out when I have to go to the supermarket to get some things. But most of the time I am here. Okay. And I am.
Your hometown, what town are you located in?
In Viña del Mar.
Okay, and that's about 2 hours, you said, from the city?
Santiago.
From Santiago.
Yes.
And how long have you been in this stay-at-home order?
Now, like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And did you get warning?
Yes, yes. Okay. The thing is that I am a teacher, so it has been like crazy, the thing of being teacher from Zoom, you know, because we haven't stopped classes. We have to continue with the work. And actually the Zoom is something that I'm using now because I have to be with my students, and it has been like something very demanding because we have to prepare material, we have to do the classes, we have to check learning guides from internet. So when I work at school, I work from 8 to 4:30, but here at home, I have been working until, I don't know, 9 or 10. So it has been very exhausting.
Very long day. How many students are you teaching over this technology?
20.
20, and what are their ages?
Yes, 20 boys, and they are, I mean, that is my class. Actually, when we started the year, and we were in the school just 2 weeks, and then we had to go home. So I have been here teaching 3 or 2 weeks.
Okay, so when does your school year begin in Chile, the typical school year?
March, the first week of March.
The first week of March. And then how long do you go?
How long? 7 hours a day.
Okay, and for how many months?
10 months, from March to December. And we have holidays on July, 2 weeks in July.
Okay. So do you have any idea how long you are going to be expected to be teaching over the technology? Have they made a decision as far as school? In Pennsylvania, we are closed. The schools are closed for the remainder of the school year, which would be about mid-June. So the students are not going back.
No, they are not going back.
They're not going back.
No, we have no idea, actually. Now I have we used to have holidays on July, but now with this problem, we are having these 2 weeks now. I mean, the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be on holidays, which I don't know if it's a good idea because it's going to be a very long period from May to December with no having those holidays on July. So I don't know. I don't agree that we are going to have holidays now. because I think that holidays are, I don't know, to be relaxed, and students are in the house. So I don't know if it was the best idea. I work in a British school,
Okay.
and we thought it's private. So we thought that maybe we could, fix this thing, but the ministry said no. Everybody has to be in holidays.
Everybody has to be in holidays.
Of
So
the
basically, you have the freedom. You now have the freedom. You could go for essential things, maybe the grocery stores, going to the doctors. But there's no movies. There's no concerts. There's no going
no
to shopping
concerts, no
malls.
restaurants, nothing. I mean, nothing is, and that has been very dramatic because of the people who work on those places. So the economy of Chile, like I think that all the countries that are living this it's bad, you know, it's dramatic. Many people have lost their jobs because of this situation, and it's not easy. It's actually, I think I am lucky because I can still work from my house,
Mm-hmm.
but there are a lot of people that have lost their job, and
What's the commerce? What are the businesses in your town where you live? What are the main sort of businesses?
This is a touristic place.
So you have tourism.
Yes.
And there's no tourists.
No. Restaurants are all closed. Cines, I mean, the beach that most of the people come because of that is super great here. And no, but the problem that we have is that in Santiago, some people still don't understand that this is a problem, and they come. Some of the people come like tourists, and we say, no, we don't need you to come because we don't want you to stay here and have the problem of the coronavirus. But it has been very hard, that part, because some people still don't understand that this is real.
Do you believe that perhaps they don't understand, or they don't believe that this is true, that it's as serious? We have people in the United States that really think that the government or the media is blowing this out of proportion, that it's really not as bad, that this is just another strain of a common flu. And they kind of believe that there's a conspiracy going on to control the people.
Some people, I know, I think that some people think that.
Okay.
Yes. But most of the people who don't stay at home, I think that sometimes I talk to them and they say, no, that is not going to happen to me. I mean, like, yes, I know it is happening, but it's not going to happen to me. So, and no, it is happening.
Mm-hmm. They think they're immune, or do they understand that they could be carrying this, not even show symptoms, and pass this on to someone, especially the elderly or individuals who are medically fragile?
Yes. And that's the problem, that sometimes people don't have symptoms, and we don't know if we have the coronavirus. So I don't know.
Are you required to wear masks? I'm sorry. Do you need to wear masks? Masks here are recommended.
Yes.
So yes.
Yes. That is something that the government said like 2 or 3 days ago, that we have to use masks when we go out, and gloves, plastic gloves.
Yes, the gloves.
The recommendation, but we have to use masks when we go out, when we go to the supermarket. People who use a bus, when they go to work by bus, they have to be wearing the mask. I mean, it's a must, you know.
And so basically what is open would be your hospitals and your grocery stores, etc. Are you seeing, or are you experiencing any shortage of food items or household items, cleaning items?
Sorry?
Are you experiencing in the grocery stores a lack of food or items for cleaning your home? Are people buying and kind of storing things, buying up all of the products?
There are people who buy lots of things, like the world is going to explode.
Yes.
But I wouldn't say that we have lack of things. I would say that the price has increased.
Yes.
So we have that problem. I don't know if you have heard about a social like outburst here in Chile that we have in October. So we have that kind of problem, you know, that we there are lots of things that are very expensive, and when now that we are living this situation, we have that problem too. I mean, a mask is very, very expensive now that we have with the coronavirus.
Absolutely,
so
yes.
People is very, very, I mean, how is that possible? I mean, this is not this is not business. I mean, we are talking about like a pandemic. So it's yeah. Sometimes I mean, we don't have lack of products, I would say.
Right, but the prices,
prices.
you could see the prices rising, yes. I was speaking with someone who is actually doing work in Zimbabwe, and she was saying that limited food as it is, but the typical grocery stores that you would go to triple and even more the price of basic foods. So
the same thing.
Using this as a way to make a lot of money in an area where people don't have a lot of money. And
that's the problem. Actually, today here in Chile, it's very hard to get a mask.
Yes.
Because sometimes, I mean, we can't find it, or it is very expensive to get it.
Right, right. That's what it's like here. We have people making masks, people wearing bandanas around their nose and around their mouth. And, you know, we're just doing the best that we could. And then we still have individuals, you know, that just, they're not wearing it. They keep their social distance for the most part. People are listening to those guidelines. But as it is now in the United States, we really don't have an idea when this is going to peak. And because we have so many different states, you know, it's going to be peaking in different states. So, you know, many of us are just preparing to be in for the long haul.
Yes. I mean, rule number 1 is to stay at home.
Yes.
Rule number 2 is that we have to keep a distance.
Yes.
But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I need to go out. You know, it's
I understand that. Yes.
Hard being at home every day. I mean, all day long. It's
what are you doing? So how are you coping? What are you doing to relieve your stress? Because it is very stressful. You cannot just get up and go whenever you want. So how are you coping with this new normal for now, at least?
Yeah. Well, I love reading. I mean, when I have time, I try to read. But one of the things that I like the most is I have an Instagram of healthy recipes, and that is something that I try to do most of the time, preparing things. And of course, I bought all the things I needed when I saw that this was coming, and that is something that I like to do, and that makes me feel relaxed. I mean, preparing my cookies, the bars, the energy balls, and all the things so that is a very good way to, I mean, go away from this situation, you know, doing my recipes.
So do you do live videos for Instagram or clips or Facebook, or how do you get your message out with you doing your cooking?
Photographs.
Photographs.
I don't know how to do videos. I have to check how to do that. But photos. Sometimes when I have the videos, like short videos. But that is something that I do to be relaxed, because it's something that I like. And another thing that I love is music. You know, my father is a musician. He plays the guitar, and sometimes I don't go where they live because I have to stay here. But we connect by Zoom, and sometimes I sing and he plays the guitar. That is another way to be fine.
And you could still have that connection, though, even though it's virtual, and we're all doing it. We're all connecting using the technology or our cell phones, but obviously it's not the same as that human touch.
No,
And
it's not the same.
no, it's not the same. Is there anything about this pandemic right now that is making you, the pandemic itself, the situation you're finding yourself in, is there anything that is making you fearful or anxious?
Yes, yes, I feel anxious. The thing is that I'm always busy. I mean, I am a person that I'm always doing things. So
Mhm.
being here at home makes me feel sometimes, for example, yesterday, I was very sad. Like, oh my God, I need to go out. I need to go out and it hasn't been easy. I mean, and that's when I try to do things like preparing my recipes and because no, you are going to be crazy. I mean, if you are not doing something that it's interesting for you, you know. But yes, of course, of
Mhm.
course. For example, I like running. Every weekend, I used to run, and it's something that is something that I had to stop doing. And I run. I mean, looking at the beach and the air on your face, and that is something that I had to stop doing. So, of course, that it has. Been hard. I try to do exercise here at home because I need it,
Mhm.
but it's not the same. I mean, like being with people because I live alone. So it's very hard when you live alone because if you live with someone, it's
Yes.
different. I mean, you talk. I mean, you touch the person. I mean, you are close. It's like contact. But living alone, it's very hard. It's very hard. You have to be all the time thinking about what I'm going to do. For example, today I woke up and I say, okay, it's a long day. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm going to be at home all day long. So it's not easy. You have to think in good ideas to know. I mean, explode.
Hmm. Now, where is your family? How close is your family to you physically?
5 minutes from here by
Oh,
car.
5 minutes.
Super close, super close. But my parents are living with my grandparents, so they are in risk age. So we
Yes.
already said that we can't get inside the house.
Hmm.
My mother at the beginning said, yeah, but sometimes, no, mom, no, sorry, but I have to go to the supermarket. I am with other people sometimes and I mean, the most important thing is to stay away from you because you are in risk age. So, no, but it has been hard,
It's hard.
very hard,
When is the
because
last
I
time?
am very close to my family. So
Yeah.
that's why it's not easy. You know, I mean, I call them every day. I try to, like the WhatsApp, the video call, but no, it's not the same. It's not the same.
How do you feel that it is being handled by your local government? And I'm asking this because there's so many opinions here in the United States, whether it be at a local level, state level, national level. And you know, when I look at this, I look at the tremendous pressure all these decision makers must be under. And there's so many things to consider when you are deciding, you know, do we have a stay-at-home order? Do we shut businesses? When do we open? Many, many factors, the economy, the safety, the health, the children, there's so many. And how do you think it's being handled where you are in Chile?
Uh, I think that things are not going right
Uh-huh.
because the government sometimes they are very confused in the information that they give.
Okay.
For example, like I told you, in Santiago, people has to get a permission to go out, and one day they said that they can get the permission through internet, but the pages were like not working, so people had to go out and I mean, the information is very confused.
Yes.
So people sometimes don't know what to do because they went out and the police said, do you have your ticket? No, because I mean, I couldn't get the ticket from internet, so I had to go to the doctor. But that, I mean, no, no. And the thing is that the in Santiago they must stay at home,
Hmm.
but like 5 or 2 days ago they say no more, we're going to change, some areas are going to be and some of them no. So it's, that's why it's very confusing. you know?
Yes,
Very
yes.
confusing.
The information. Where do you pretty much get your information on the coronavirus? Do you look at news sites, social media? How do you get your information on the virus and what's going on?
TV and radio.
Okay.
TV and radio. Yes.
And do you feel pretty confident that what you're hearing and what you're seeing and reading is pretty much the truth or the best that they
I
could
don't know.
communicate it?
No.
No, so it's
No. Sometimes, Facebook or internet gives you more information than the TV. Yes, yes. But no,
So
things are not going well here in Chile. I mean, things haven't been well since 30 years here in
yeah.
Chile. That's why it was this social outburst in October. And this is like, and one of the things that we always talk is that people are so mad of the situation that we are living. We were angry because of the situation that lots of years ago, because of the education, health, and pensions of old people. I mean, we have lots of problems.
Right.
And then we started this social outburst. I mean, it was very, I don't know, like surprising for everyone. We had problems with the economy too, because like people were very, 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 mad. And then now we have the coronavirus problem, and things are not working. I mean, and like we said, when the coronavirus stops, ends, we are going to go out to the streets to fight for what we need again, because people have to realize that things are not working, and not now because we have the coronavirus problem, lots of years ago,
Right. So do you think when this coronavirus passes, or you are once again allowed out, do you see that there's going to be demonstrations like there were in October?
Yes.
There will be.
Yes, I mean, it's going to be. I'm sure of that. People are very, very mad. Very, very mad.
And what are they fighting for? What are they protesting for? What do they need? What do your people need?
For example, one of the examples that I can give you is that here in Chile, we have to pay for education. If you don't have money to pay a career, you don't study. So that is one of the things, that inequality. I mean, when you have money, you study. If you don't have money, you don't study. And we have in Chile problems in health. I mean, public health, it's awful. The same thing. If you don't have money, you cannot go to a private hospital and be a patient that can. I mean, if you don't have money, you can die. That is the pensions, for example. We hear old people. I mean, sometimes you are a teacher all your life, and when you are old, your pension is like nothing. And sometimes you have to, I don't know, be asking for money in the street. I mean, it's awful. So those are the things that we are fighting for since October.
You're fighting for equality.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, here there are people who have a lot of money, and there are people who don't have anything,
So you either have a lot or you have virtually nothing. There's no middle class.
That's exactly. So, and the way we can survive is using credit cards. So it's not money, and you will have to pay for that one day. So people, sometimes we have lots of things, but it's not real, because I mean, salaries are not good. I mean, things haven't been working. So we have this social outburst, and now the coronavirus, and I am sure that the social outburst is going to continue with the coronavirus stops.
Do you feel that the citizens will begin to ignore the stay-at-home order and maybe go to the streets again like they did in October to protest and to fight what they want and what they need, even though this virus is going on right now?
No, I don't think so. no, no. Actually, people, I mean, most of the people are at home,
Okay.
but we are, I think that we are going to continue with that in October when this finishes. I don't know, but no, that is not going to happen, because I think that people in some way are scared of the coronavirus.
Sure.
So I don't think that that is going to happen now, but it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Is there anything in this whole pandemic, in this situation where you've been for the last several weeks, and as you look forward to the future today, is there anything that's giving you hope?
I don't know. I hope that people that stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that this stops. But I think that the thing is going to stop when people stay at home.
Yes.
But I mean, but now, and in this moment, I am not. I think that this is going to be very long. And sometimes I think that, no, you don't have to think that. I mean, it's going to stop. But here in Chile, we have just like 4 weeks in this, and the government says that May is going to be the worst month. So now we start in April, so May it's going to be. So I hope that we are not at home like a lot of months, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I understand. So you are going to be home at least for May, throughout May?
Yes. I think so.
It's tough. What are your parents doing to cope?
My dad is musician, I told you. So
Yes.
he spent his time doing music, and my mom is I don't know how to say in English, bordadora, like when you knit.
Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So they have their hobbies.
They have
and
hobbies.
Well, my grandparents live with them, so they have to be busy with them too.
And they have company.
Yes.
Yes. And then you will see your students on Monday, is that correct? On Zoom, using the technology.
Yes, but not this Monday, because remember that I'm going to have 2 weeks in holidays. So we are going to meet again in April 27th.
April 27th.
It hasn't been easy, because can you believe that I'm with 20 boys? It's not easy. Sometimes I have to mute them. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to talk, and you're just listen. Yeah, but it's part of the things that are happening. So
yes, it's right now. It's the reality. It's what you're going through and what you're living with, and it's not easy.
No,
it's not
at all.
Easy. If there was something that you wanted to let people in the United States know, as well as other parts of the world, as far as where you sit now in Chile about this pandemic and where we're going, what would that be?
I think that now in the United States, when started this?
Well, we actually started some early cases in January. So there was trickle. There was some on the other side of the United States, actually in Oregon, I believe. So that was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And then here on the East Coast, it pretty much started in February and then March. And then by March 13th here in Pennsylvania, especially where I am in northeastern Pennsylvania, it really started to kick in, and it has just been, the numbers have just been climbing and climbing.
Yeah. No, I mean, you have to stay at home. That's the rule number one. I mean, it's what you have to do. I mean, that's the only way we cannot be in contact with people with the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. I think that would be the advice. I mean, stay at home, and if you live with more people at home, just one people has to go to the supermarket. When that person comes inside, take a shower. I mean, but we have to avoid contact, and that's one of the things that we have to understand. stay at home.
Stay at home. And, you know, we are all in this together. Everyone, every continent here in the United States, we're all in this together. And we have more in common than not in common.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, Natalia, I want to thank you so much. Thank you for your time and for sharing. And I'm hoping that maybe a few months down the line, if we could connect again, because I would very much like to see how you're doing and hear how you're progressing and hear about your students. And so I hope that you'll come back.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. This is the first time someone asked me to participate in an interview, so I feel great.
Oh, wonderful.
You are very nice, very nice. I mean, I didn't realize that now it's 30 minutes.
30 minutes. It went quickly. It went quickly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay well.
Okay, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.